Hello everybody, it's me Brandon, and you're going to be wondering why aren't we doing the TARDIS bit today? Well, I was going to do something in the last video, but I completely forgot about it. So in today's video we're going to be doing that. Thing was, I wanted to show you all the skins. I showed you the shed, but I wanted to also show you the skins, but I completely forgot to do that. So that's what this is going to be. It's going to be part 2 of the Regeneration shed, and it's going to be me showing you all the skins. So it's more in depth of what this is. So I'm going to be showing you all of them. Okay, so this is the first version of the scientist. As you can see, it's like a fox, or an old man with an old beard, and some really, I don't know what kind of clothing we'd say. Puffy clothing? I don't know. Here we got his TARDIS right here, and his screwdriver. Now you can see back of him. It's got the he's a grey fox, a silver fox, or grey fox. He has edge glasses. He looked kind of weird without them on. And he'd mostly spend his time probably on Gallifrey. That's why we're here. Okay. The beard did take me quite a long time to do because I kept changing it to different colours because it was very light, but I've made it so it's slightly darker when I first originally made it. This is the first regeneration of the scientist, which technically would be the second version of the scientist. This version would usually carry a cane and his sonic screwdriver. This is his sonic screwdriver. He'd also sometimes carry a flute. He wears a black fez, and he kind of looks like the second Doctor, but a badger. See, this is his TARDIS. It's the first Doctor's TARDIS exterior. He would also mostly be around on Gallifrey. Okay, this is the second regeneration and the third version of the scientist. This one you mostly know because it's the main skin I usually use. She is like a water dragon with this nice, I don't know what kind of clothing this would be, but it's quite nice. A watch. Her TARDIS is in the 13th Doctor's exterior. One thing she'd have is she'd usually carry an umbrella, and she had this hat, and this was her screwdriver. She mostly spent her time on Gallifrey, and what she did was she was like someone who would repair and fix TARDISes, and this would be her welding tool. It is the laser screwdriver, but it kind of looks like a welding tool, if you know what one of those look like. Just have a welding mask, which I'll show you. Which is this. It's a VR headset, but it kind of looks like a welding mask. It's the best thing that looks like a welding mask, unless I make one onto the skin. But she'll mostly wear the hat. Okay, this is the third regeneration and the fourth version of the scientist. This is it's like Indiana Jones, but a beagle. This was his son. He had the fourth Doctor Sonic. Yeah, this TARDIS, I forget the name of it. You can see he had a K9, and he also drove in Bessie. He wears a Stetson. Sometimes he'll wear a fur jacket. Sometimes, not all the time. He'll wear a fur jacket. So it looks from the back. He was like an adventurer, like in the trees and jungles and things like that, like Indiana Jones basically, but a beagle. That's really all for this character. It's Indiana Jones, but a beagle. That's literally his description. Indiana Jones, but a beagle. Okay, this is the fourth regeneration and the fifth version of the scientist. He is an eagle, and he's the only one that all his clothing items are ones from the game and not like attached to the skin. Which I might change that. I might actually attach them to the skin maybe, but for now they're just you can see just items that you put on. This one, he's like a librarian almost. Studies maybe the science of, I don't know. He's still a scientist, but he studies stuff with books. He has the Riversong screwdriver. It has to be red though. It looks better red for him. His TARDIS exterior. This is what it looks like from the back. Nothing really much. Must spend time in libraries. Also books. He usually writes stuff probably about books. I think he's probably write lots of well-known books. Maybe that could be possible. Okay, this is the 5th regeneration and the 6th version of the scientist. This is kind of like a dinosaur. I don't know what kind of dinosaur, but a dinosaur with the after regeneration of David Tennant with just the shirt and the pants, which is probably early Matt Smith then. We've got the back here, just blue. This is a screwdriver. He has the 8th Doctor screwdriver. He has the Gizmo TARDIS exterior. And this one, he might hang out on like high mountains, very high mountains, or maybe even like volcanoes. Maybe, I'm not that sure for yet. But that's this character. He kind of has like weird arm bracelets. I quite like them, arm bracelets. I don't know what they would be. It's got a torn tie. So that's this character. We're gonna go on to the next regeneration. Okay, this is the 6th regeneration and the 7th version of the scientist. This is just like my skin, my normal skin, but as the 11th Doctor with a monocle. He would usually carry this umbrella, the 7th Doctor's umbrella, and this screwdriver. This is what it looks like from the back. Got a tail. It's kind of like a hybrid of different creatures. He has the 5th Doctor's TARDIS exterior, and he's also quite. He likes to read a lot. He's quite intelligent, just like the fourth regeneration. I think. Yeah, like the 4th regeneration, but it's a different generation. That's all I have for this one, so let's go to the 7th. Okay, this is the 7th regeneration and the 8th version of the scientist. Some of you might remember that this is in fact the one I want to completely change. Well, I am still going to be changing it, but I'm just going to be changing the way it looks, like the skin and the outfit. And you might be wondering why. It's because it's just this one. It's just my previous one with a different outfit. So that's one of the reasons. Also, the outfit just doesn't match any of the stuff I've got for it, like its screwdriver and the vortex manipulator, and even the TARDIS exterior. So I'm just going to be changing the skin, but nothing else like these or the TARDIS exterior. I am going to be changing the console though, because that's going to be a different console. But that's all it's going to be. It's going to be a change of this. Currently, it's just my normal skin, but looks like the 4th Doctor. As you can see, this version of the scientist, he's very destructive, and it's very destructive and very chaotic. As you can see, he just killed 4 Daleks, exploding them. This character will be redesigned, so it might not be this weird hybrid creature. So it might be a completely different creature. So it might be a while. So I'll make a new video. Well, I'll make a separate video when this skin gets updated, showing you the new skin. And this is what the back of it looks like. It's exactly the same as the other. Well, not exactly, but yeah. I am going to be changing this, just have Vortex Smither and the 11th Doctor's Screwdriver. And we are currently on Skaro. Okay, now let's go on to the 8th Regeneration. Okay, this is the 8th Regeneration and the 9th version of the Scientist. This is a lizard that has the exact same clothing as Captain Jack Harkness. That's all it really is, it's just a lizard with Captain Jack Harkness' clothes. He has this screwdriver, which is a mix between the 12th and the 3rd Doctor's screwdriver. He has the 9th Doctor's TARDIS exterior. This is what it looks like from the back. I'm gonna say this is one of the characters with the least amount of like backstory, or least amount of like there's not enough like not story about him. Like all the others, like they have like something about him, like all like the like ice, or, like mountains, something like that. This is the one with the least amount. He doesn't really have any. The only one he has is the screwdriver, clothes, and TARDIS exterior. That's all he really has, which is the same as all the most of all the others. He doesn't have anything unique yet, but as soon as I make him a console room and I can play around with him, like play as the character, then maybe I'll get like what they kind of like, and that's what I'll do. Because that's how I do it with them all. That's how I did it with my favourite one. And that's how I made the console, and I started just pretending to be that character, and then that's how I got like the inspiration and everything for that character, which is the 2nd Regeneration. The music is very loud. I don't know if you could tell. And then I'm just gonna turn that down. It's very loud for me. Wrong thing. Just 20 done. So that's this character. Now we're gonna go on to the next character, which will be the 9th Regeneration. Okay, this is the 9th Regeneration and the 10th version of the Scientist. This is a demon made of smoke. Yes, right, it's a demon made of smoke. I don't know what I was thinking, but it looks really cool and I'm keeping it forever. So, yeah, it's just a demon made of smoke. This is the screwdriver for this regeneration. It's Ed's screwdriver, and we also have the Ruth Doctor's TARDIS exterior. This is what it looks like from the back. You can see the smoke coming off the head. You can currently see we're on Trenzalore. Because he wouldn't be on Trenzalore, but he'd be in like dark areas, like dark caves. And what I want to do in his TARDIS is, I want it to have like, have you seen that smoke effect? We have the different glass and lights underneath, like layers of glass. I want to do that in like the TARDIS, in his TARDIS, because I think that will look really cool for him, because he's a demon made of smoke. That's all I have to say about him. He's a demon made of smoke. It's one of the weirdest ones I have, but it's super cool. It's probably when I didn't know what to do. In that area, in that stage where I didn't know what to do, so I just made skins, but it looks cool and it's going to be staying. It's a demon made of smoke. Okay, this is the 10th Regeneration and the 11th version of the Scientist. This is an ice demon. Yes, another demon, but one that looks quite cool. It's an ice demon. He's got a very nice fancy suit with I think a pink rose, I'm not sure. We've got a sonic screwdriver. I like it because it looks like it's ice on the end, doesn't it? Look. Ice. We've got the 11th Doctor's TARDIS exterior. This is what it looks like from the back. It's kind of got like a crown. Like a crown that's fused to his head. He's got a very good grin though. Very big grin. Imagine it would be glowing for some reason. I feel like it would be glowing, but you know, you can't make it literally glow. But I feel like that would be kind of a bit cool if that was possible, to make his grin glow, but that's not possible. But yeah, that's this character. His TARDIS was gonna be like mostly based on ice, as you can see, because he's an ice demon. He'd mostly probably spend in area like snowy areas or very icy areas. His TARDIS, I think, would be a lot like the 12th Doctor's, but just ice. Just ice. Maybe, I'm not that sure, but I feel like that's basically what it would do. Just 12 Doctors, but ice. I think it'd be probably mostly more like room than ice. It'd be more room than ice, so it won't just be like a block of ice. That'd be quite weird if it was just a block of ice. But maybe I could do that. Maybe I'll just do that for a random TARDIS. Maybe that could be possible. So that's this character. Now we're going to go on to the 11th Regeneration. Okay, this is the 11th Regeneration and the 12th version of the Scientist. Now, she is a cat with the almost identical clothing of the 2nd Regeneration, except with longer sleeves, and maybe it's slightly darker. Her sonic screwdriver is the 13th Doctor's sonic screwdriver, and her TARDIS exterior is the 10th Doctor. This is what she looks like from the back. She mostly spends her time in like snowy areas, not on Mondas because we're currently on Mondas, but just snowy areas. This Regeneration, she's very like adventurous and very like very adventurous and very curious. I would think very adventurous and curious because Cat's quite curious. That's all I really have for this character. She does look a lot like the 2nd Regeneration, but as a cat. But yeah, she spends most of the time in snowy areas. Okay, let's go on to the last one and the final Regeneration. Okay, this is the 12th Regeneration and the 13th version of the Scientist, which that means this is the last version of the Scientist. After this, he won't regenerate because he's not like the Doctor where they can just exist, where they're immortal basically. So this would be the last version. This is kind of like an axolotl with Newt Scamander's clothes. With Newt Scamander. I want to do like an axolotl because it looks quite cool, especially with Newt Scamander's clothes. You can see he has the 12th Doctor's screwdriver. He wears a top hat and a bow tie. He also has the K9 regen, which means regeneration. He also has Ed TARDIS. And the little thing is that he mostly is on Gallifrey because since it is the last regeneration, he spent the rest of his life on Gallifrey, which is quite sad. It is very sad. Jumping. This is what it looks like from the back. It's just Newt Scamander, but an axolotl. That will be the last regeneration. So there won't be like an extra one, like a 14th version of the Scientist. No, this is the last one. Okay, this is the end of the video now. So I hope you liked it. If you have any questions about any of the skins, just comment down below. Next video we are doing the video about the TARDIS Bay, which is somewhere over there. And also after that we're going to do my Gallifrey, because I've customized it a bit, not a lot. I hope you liked the video. So yeah, definitely next video we're doing the TARDIS Bay. Questions, you can just comment them down below. That's really it for this video, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!